Yo,
It's your boys. We back again.
your boy CL Cool.
Your boy TEWZ.
Oh, and this is I Still Love Pro Wrestling. ... I think.
Don't forget the 3 dots.
Just don't forget the 3 dots. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are doing the segment Let's Talk About, and we're about to talk about WWE Smackdown, September 9th, 2022.
Yes, sir.
With the Smackdown came, I think it came earlier in the day, but Pat McAfee is relieved of his duty as commentator, not because he was fired or anything, because he joined ESPN College Game Day. And so he says that he's still with WWE and will still be within the capacity, but he won't be the SmackDown commentator, at least until college football is done with this, usually over in January.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Pat, to me, he has his own energy, man.
Yeah.
Dude is like a whole vibe on SmackDown. And he gave the commentary team new life when he came on board.
To tell you the truth, I was watching College Game Day this morning, and he gave them new life there, too.
Really?
Yes.
He did what he does.
Your boy Lee Corso, he's losing it. He be mumbling, stumbling. He don't know what he be talking about, so I can see him edging Lee Corso out over the next few years.
I can see that.
Yeah.
I can see that.
So you got that news tonight. Also, Roman Reigns was not going to be here tonight.
Of course.
So just to let you know.
I mean, he's a tribal chief. He takes off when he want to take off.
He's the head of my table.
I
acknowledge him. So, the Brawling Brutes, which consists of Sheamus, Ridge, Holland, and Butch, is entering for a tag team match, and they're going to take on the Revive and Party.
This, first of all, I don't know if we gave enough love to the fact that Imperium's back.
Imperium.
That group alone adds a different element to SmackDown that's needed. The element from NXT that I think we didn't really get to see have full life.
Yeah.
And now that Tripp's running the show, we gonna see solid matches and Roberts, because obviously we had a face turn with Sheamus and the Brutes.
Yeah.
Because they were the faces in this match.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And I think they're gonna have Sheamus chasing that Intercontinental Championship because Gunther was trying to avoid him most of the match.
Yeah.
So I think that's what they're doing. They're gonna do that chase, and Imperium looks great with Giovanni Vinci and Louis. They look great in this match, and I'm just glad they're back because they make a great team. I don't get having a team up for like a year and a half in NXT and then come up and just separate.
Nah,
it's stupid to me.
And I mean, this match as a whole, start to finish, I was into this match.
Yeah,
I was into this match. They Butch back to his old gear, his pink dun gear. Mm-hmm. It was hard hitting. Everybody got to do their stuff. You had Butch manipulating fingers and wrists and limbs and arms, and you had Gunther chopping them down. You had Ridge Holland doing what he does, which everybody kind of know how I feel about Ridge Holland right now.
Yeah,
that's
what he did to Big E.
What he did to Big E, what he did to Gargano.
Yeah,
I'm still a little nervous with Ridge Holland.
Yeah, that's a bad reputation to have in this business.
Yes, I mean, he a big dude, but he a little klutzy when it comes to, throwing around other dudes. That's a problem.
Yeah.
That's kind of your profession.
I understand that. I understand, you being afraid of that. I would, too. The Bloodline comes out next with Sami Zayn, which is still gold. This whole thing with Sami Zayn is gold. And they introduced Solo.
Solo got his own entrance. Solo got the King's. I'm not going to say the King's welcome. I'm going to say the Prince's welcome because there's only one king in the bloodline. Yeah. But he got a Prince's welcome. And, I mean, he fits. He is another muscle that they can use. Yep. You've got Roman, who is the muscle.
Yep.
And then you got your minions, which the Usos. You got your businessman, which is the wise man. And then you got Solo. That could be a sleeper.
I can't wait to see all them together.
All them together, but I mean, they gonna get rid of Sammy. I like Sammy, but they gonna get rid of Sammy.
Them using Sammy has been gold, so I'm not complaining.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's gold, and Sammy be living his best
I know
life.
they're gonna get rid of him. I just want to know how, and I'm pretty sure KO is gonna be part of it.
Yeah. Shout out to Sammy though for doing his thing to the Usos thing.
Yeah.
That man be dancing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Rhythmless and all.
Oh my goodness. So Raquel Rodriguez and Aaliyah versus Toxic Attraction, which I love Toxic Attraction because I love Gigi Dolan. I'm sorry.
We know.
I love Gigi.
She had to cover the case though. This is the
me and Trips need to have a talk. There ain't no covering of cakes or nothing.
I mean, they want her to focus more on her talent.
I don't care what they want.
Than her assets.
I don't care what they want. But she can do that. She can do, man.
Look.
And JC Jane. But no, they can do that without she can have the cakes out.
Look at this dude.
Wrong.
That's right, Calvin.
Me, Calvin Laurinaitis, man. I ain't playing with you.
Calvin Laurinaitis. You do not want that name.
Well, never mind. You right. I'm talking about the Laurinaitis is like the Divas. You remember he was all about the Divas?
All about the Divas.
Yeah,
that's what they was
the only
doing.
Problem I ain't talking about the others.
That's what they was doing in NXT. That's why the cakes were out. Because anybody who's watching 2.0, and I know all y'all don't watch 2.0, but you notice as far as the women go, if you compare the two shows, as far as the outfits go, NXT 2.0 started taking more risks with the outfits. And Ember Moon actually did an interview, or I guess you could say Athena, the former Ember Moon, did an interview, and she was saying that they actually had a meeting about adding to the sexual nature of the show and giving them outfits that they were supposed to wear that were a lot more sexy than what they were wearing.
She good.
And she didn't like it.
She good. What, man? She good.
So she don't get the Gigi love.
Don't worry about it. That's what I would have told her. If I was Lauren, don't worry about it. People power. Just don't worry about it. That's what I would have told her. That you just wear what you want to wear.
We love you, Athena.
Whatever. I would have told her, don't worry about it. We don't need to see it. You right. You were so right.
Wow.
I'm my bad. I'm sorry for suggesting it. Everybody but Amber Moon. Do what you want.
It ain't that bad now.
Whatever. You know what? We're starting our podcast, so I'm not gonna say what I want to say. But when we get bigger, oh boy,
man,
I'm gonna say what I want to say.
Come on, dude.
Anyway,
shout out to the fallen goddess.
Raquel, keep on. Raquel Rodriguez and Leah won the match. It was a good. I don't want to say it was a glorified squash, but it was just a good little match for the showcase them coming up for their title match that's coming up on Monday when they go against Damage Control.
Yeah.
You know, so.
And I hate to say it, but I don't think I would pick anybody in the crowd that wouldn't be for Damage Control in this one.
Yeah.
Let's just be honest. Star power, likability. I mean, I like Gonzalez. Aaliyah, I'm still adjusting to. But they got the cutesy, little sister, big sister tag team going. But Damage Control that's where it's at.
Better.
They better.
All right. So, they showed last week. Oh, by the way, I think Toxic Attraction, are they on the main roster now?
Yes, they are officially on the main roster.
I hope they bring Mandy Rose up with them.
That was interesting. She was really missing.
So I think with Mandy Rose with that group would make that group pop. And I think they're going to build to that. But we'll see.
When you think about it, though, if you think about the aesthetic, though, you've got Damage Control, which is 3.
Mm-hmm.
Then you're going to have Toxic Attraction, which is 3.
Mm-hmm.
Both the heel factions.
Mm-hmm.
So somebody, if we're gonna get a robbery out of it, somebody gotta turn face. So we need another faction to show up out of nowhere.
Sure. We'll see.
Naomi, Sasha Banks.
We'll see. I think this is leading up to that, but we'll see. They show highlights from last week's SmackDown when Ronda Rousey and Adam Pearce got into it, which I thought was funny. That whole segment was funny.
Yeah.
Like Adam Pearce went off. Like
he went in.
Yeah, but Ronda Rousey put him in that armbar.
They're still trying to do the whole Vince McMahon Stone Cold thing.
And they said I thought this was clever too. WWE said they handle things internally.
They took a cheap shot.
Yeah, like they handle things internally. You know what I'm saying? They said Adam Pearce went over the line, so they handled it internally.
And you know, that's a call back to of course, you know, the AEW
everybody
meet and scrum.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna bring up a line that Taz used when the whole, you know, the global disaster was going on.
I already know you're going.
So AEW, we love you, but you can't be running a sloppy shop.
Okay, so now we get to the fatal 5-way women's match to determine who's the number one contender. You got Xia Li, Sonya Deville, Natalya, Lacey Evans. What is her gimmick?
I was about to ask what Xia Li is, but we can go to Lacey first.
Xia Li, we already know what her gimmick is. She's some kind of Japanese comic book character.
She's Chinese.
Whatever, man.
She's
Chinese comic book character come to life.
She's rated in katana.
My fault. Chinese. I'm sorry. Don't get mad. Chinese.
She's a Mortal Kombat character.
Yeah, pretty much.
But Lacey,
so they did all that, telling her life story, all for her to turn heel within a matter of weeks.
And really, if you looked at her character last night, it's more like it was military driven. The outfits were military driven. You noticed last night, her whole visual changed.
Yeah.
And she was actually playing off the, you know, the lust factor more than she was playing off the military factor like she did in the past. And, you know, we've seen her as a Southern Belle and...
Yeah, that's what I liked the best when she was the Southern Belle, but whatever.
Yeah, I mean,
this whole G.I. Jane crap is not working.
Nah, especially not for what she did last night. It didn't go together.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
So Ronda Rousey eliminated Natalya, and then Lacey Evans and Xia Li was both eliminated by Ronda Rousey and Sonya Deville, respectfully. And then Sonya Deville got eliminated by Ronda Rousey. But did you like that little back and forth with them? It was okay. It looked like it was a lot of MMA driven. I'm talking about Sonya Deville and Ronda Rousey in the last segment of the match.
Yeah, I mean, it let Sonya Deville remind people that she was, you know, MMA fighter.
Yeah.
I mean, she wasn't on the level as Ronda as far as popularity and achievements, but her shoot fighter gimmick originally was the only shoot fighter gimmick like that for a female at the time, before Shayna and all them came in. Yeah, when Shayna, Ronda, and all them came in, she had no choice but to switch the gimmick up.
Yeah,
because I
don't know, when Ronda was there, she still would come to the ring doing the whole Tybo thing, so I don't know.
But they was looking at that like, stop.
Yeah.
It was coming to an end because you ain't finna whoop them. Stop.
Yeah, so Ronda Rousey will go against Liv Morgan in Extreme Rules for the SmackDown Women's Championship. By the way, where's Charlotte?
You know,
I'm starting to miss it. I never thought I'd say that.
I mean, Andrade back on TV trying to recruit, you know, the ants from the movie Bug's Life. I'm gonna need to be in his stable. He's trying to recruit everybody and their mama. I'm gonna need Charlotte to come back from the honeymoon like Andrade has and go ahead and get back on TV and do her thing. Because no, I'm not trying to see her get pushed to the top of the card, but her presence is at least entertaining.
Yeah.
because the women's division right now on SmackDown, that is, it need a little reviving.
Yeah.
A little revival.
My boy Tripp's working on that.
Oh, he working on it.
So the Bloodline was backstage with Solo, hyping him up for that match with Drew McIntyre. Remember earlier in the show, Drew McIntyre came out of the chair. He hit Solo in the gut, and anybody hit him in the back, and Sammy pushed him out the way and took the hit for him. So backstage, Solo was thanking Sami Zayn for having his back, and Jay Uso hating.
Oh, Jay Uso's expressions, the way he treats Sammy, that's hilarious. It's like that one cousin that does the most.
Yeah.
And you get mad when they come over to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ronda Rousey I like this segment too. Ronda Rousey was backstage and she ran into She ran into Shayna Baszler and told Shayna, like, let me know when you're ready to break bones again and take over the show. So kind of teasing like a partnership. And I actually like this segment. Like, I like it.
And that's playing off the interaction they did a couple of weeks ago when she told her you used to be a killer.
Yep.
We wanted the Four Horsewomen versus Ronda, Shafir, what's the skinny one? I used to call her Surfboard because she was just skinny and alone.
I think I know you're talking about. I can't think of her name right now.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
I mean, I hate to say it, nothing personal. She's forgettable. Just being real. We wanted the Four Horsewomen versus, the MMA crowd.
Like LeDuc or something like that. I forget.
Jasmine Duke. We wanted that once upon a time. We could have had that, but it didn't happen. Now it seems like Tripp's trying to construct a stable again with the MMA crowd, but Shafir's in, AEW.
Yeah.
And Duke is nowhere to be found. So
yeah.
And let's be honest, in NXT, neither one of them will lighten up the crowd anyway. So I don't know.
All right, I ain't gonna lie to you. Next match. Street Profits and Hit Row versus Maximum Male Models and your boy, Los Lothario.
Hit Row.
Yeah. They won, blah, blah, blah. It was an okay match. It was very, it is what it is. It was a showcase of athleticism.
Spot driven.
Yeah, that's what it was. And can we move on? I really don't.
You don't like Hit Row?
Or the Maximum Male Models and their booty shorts. I don't care for it.
Maximum Male Models, I'm waiting on them to do away with that gimmick. I'm waiting on LA Knight to come back, and yeah, I'm just waiting. Mason Mansoor, I know they had to be.
It's not Mason Mansoor, it's Mason.
Oh, my bad.
And Mason.
I know they was mad when they came to them with that idea.
Especially Mace. He looks zesty.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with it, but I'm just saying he looks zesty. Ain't nothing wrong with being that's your preference. But my boy was zesty.
He had a rough run. Remember he was doing commentary on Raw and
then Raw Underground.
Yeah, hold on. Okay, so he went from getting beat up by Brock. He got put through the table.
Mm-hmm.
Raw Underground got beat down. Retribution got beat down.
Mm-hmm.
Now you a Maximum Male Model, still getting beat down.
Wasn't he part of? Am I thinking of the wrong dude? Wasn't he part of Apollo Crews? Was he like the captain?
No. That's Commander Aziz.
They're Commander Aziz. Okay. Well, I'm tripping.
Who is also missing.
Yeah. Anywho, swoosh please. Alpha Academy came out. And my boy Chad Gable cut a promo saying you only beat us with our back return. Otis see you face to face in his own. And then Braun came out, beat him up, powerbomb, the end.
Game over.
Next. And it was just a good way to bring Braun out, showcase him. That's how you do it. They had an interview with Solo. I said Solo. They had an interview with Drew McIntyre. He was talking about like wanting to put his hand on Solo Sikoa. So he cost him the belt at the Clash of the Castle. So he promised he would pay for his actions. And then they promoted it next week on SmackDown. The next SmackDown, New Day versus Street Profits versus Alpha Academy. The match that they had on Raw that got interrupted by Braun is going to happen there.
Let's see how this goes. I believe the New Day need momentum. Mm-hmm. They have kind of dwindled. Now, they're to the point to where they're almost bulletproof because they've done everything a tag team can do.
And the rumor is they're the ones that's supposed to be winning going against the Usos again. That's the rumor.
I mean, we've seen that rivalry multiple times.
Do we need to see it again?
I'm always down for a good Uso New Day banger, but not right now. We just saw it at the top of the year again.
Yeah.
So it's like, the matter of fact, day one, they started the year off with them and lost. They got a rematch and lost. I don't know, but they need momentum from somewhere.
It's main event time. Drew McIntyre versus Solo Sikoa, and the match was pretty decent for what it was. A lot of interference from the Bloodline, of course, because they all came out with them. The match was entertaining, but you know who came out at the end and choked my boy out when the screen turned black and white?
Oh, TikTok.
Yes, sir.
Karrion Kross.
With Scarlett looking over him as he getting choked out. A great way to end SmackDown. Roman Reigns won't be at Extreme Rules. And I believe this is going to be the main event of that show.
Yeah.
I believe Karrion Kross versus Drew McIntyre. That's why I said win or lose. He's going into a feud with him.
Oh, yeah. He ain't going to let him. I mean, he after him. So
the next event after Extreme Rules is going to be Crown Jewel. And I believe Roman Reigns is going to be on that show. But
who's all looking forward to Crown Jewel?
Yeah. And then you got Crown Jewel. I think they said it's going to be November 5th. And then, like, you have Survivor Series at the end. It's towards the end of November.
Well.
So,
I mean, in those matches, now we have seen titles change hands on those shows. So
Goldberg and the Fiend ringing the bell?
That was depressing. That was the start of the Fiend's demise. We thought Hell in a Cell was, but nah. I'm here for the Karrion Kross Drew McIntyre thing. I believe they'll play it up nicely. Drew needs momentum, but I feel like he gonna lose this feud. I mean, he has to, because Kross got some ground to make up. And as far as the Usos and Sikoa, Sikoa looked good. He's like a hybrid of everybody.
Yeah.
That's the weird thing. He's like a mix of a little Rikishi, a little Umaga,
a
little Uso. He's a little bit of everybody.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting to see him continue to fall into his character as he was starting to do on NXT 2.0, and just to see where everything goes, man.
All right, man. Like, what's your rating? 1 being lowest, 5 being highest. I'm giving SmackDown 4.0.
Ooh. 4.0?
It was that good to me.
4.0.
Yes, the Hit Row and the Street Profits, that's not enough to make it horrible. It was just like, okay, it is what it is. All right, moving right along. That's what that was. Then I got to see my girl Gigi, so that added it, you know.
I give it a 3.8.
Okay, that's not bad.
I give it a 3.8. They lost a couple points for me, but you know, I give it a 3.8. I like the show. Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's our SmackDown review. You know what I'm saying?
Like, comment, subscribe. I'm still cool.
I'm TEWZ, Tez.
We out, buddy.
Yeah. Oh. And what's the number one podcast on the way to the top?
On the way to the top is I Still Love Pro Wrestling. ... I think.
Don't forget the 3 dots. And we out.
Peace.